Hi guys, today I want to show you why the Lumix G6 is the best beginner hybrid shooting camera in 2019. So the G6 was a rather unpopular camera. I don't think it sold that well. I think it was about 700 euros when it came out. And it ran for only about 1 year until Panasonic announced the G7 or G70 here in Germany. But I think this camera is absolutely great, especially if it's your first camera and you want to do hybrid shooting, so photo and video. Throughout the video I will show you scenes and photos that I took with this little guy, and mostly this kit lens, which is the 14-42. This is the Mark II, the smaller one. Some pictures will be with the Mark I that I don't own anymore. So why do I think this is the best beginner hybrid shooting camera? Well, for photos I think it's great. It has a 16 megapixel micro four thirds sensor, which will be enough for most daily shooting, especially if you do outdoor photography like I do. Of course, being a micro four thirds sensor, it's not the best in low light. Where this camera really shines is its video features. First of all, it has a fully rotating flip screen, so you can see yourself when you shoot yourself. It's also helpful if you stand behind the camera, because I think it's nicer to have the screen out and not have to look at the back. Also very helpful for both photos and videos is the electronic viewfinder, which obviously is common for all mirrorless cameras. Also, the G6 has a mic jack, so you can put an external microphone in, even though the internal microphone is already very good. It has the ability to shoot in 1080p 50 frames, which gives you the ability to do slow motion footage. And it has a dedicated video mode, so you can fully control shutter speed, aperture and ISO during filming. Also, the G6 has full-time face detection focus. It works very good for photos, it works okay for videos. Also, not commonly known is that the G6 has the possibility to do time-lapse shooting. What it can't do is make a video internally, so you can take the photos, you can set it up, and then you put the photos in your editing software and do the time-lapse in that. I know many people actually prefer this method because it gives you the ability to first edit all your photos. So since you can't buy this camera new anymore, you will have to get it used. You will get it for about 150 to 200 euros. Maybe if you spend a little bit more, you will get it with a kit lens attached. Most commonly it will come with the 14-42 Mark I. As I said, I have the Mark II on here. Both are great. I think the image quality is pretty similar. I just like this more because it's smaller. Also a great combination if you want to do vlogging style would be the 12-32, which is even smaller and has a wider field of view. And also great and more versatile is the 12-60, which is filming me right now. So let's come to the negatives. Well, first of all, this camera is not weather sealed. It's not stabilized internally, but most of the lenses are, so that's not that big a problem. But it's also very nice to have the dual stabilization of the G81. And what might be a problem for some people, but I don't really care about that, is it doesn't shoot 4K. If you want to shoot 4K, you can get the G70 instead, which is mostly the same camera as this, with the body of the G81 mostly, but it's also not weather sealed and stabilized. It can shoot 4K and it can do time-lapse videos internally. Personally, I don't think the upgrade from the G6 to the G70 is worth it. You will pay about 100 to 200 euros more for the G70, so I would definitely get the G6. Or you can spend the money, the G81 or G85 or G80, depending on where you are, is the best choice overall, I think, for hybrid shooting. So I hope you found that useful. Maybe write in the comments what you think, which is the best beginner hybrid camera. Or if you maybe own a G6, what you think of it. If you want to upgrade, if you're happy with it. Yeah, and I'll see you next time.